Hello and welcome back. So today we are going to do part 3 of how to use Barista Express. So this morning I'm going to show you guys how to dialing in coffee, and let's see what else we're going to talk about. We are going to dial in brand new bag, okay, brand new beans from, I'm going to shout out to Jose from Puerto Rico, okay. So he sent me this box of beans. I can't wait to open this and share that with you. So this is brand new beans. So let's dial in, okay. By the way, if you have any questions, just wait till to the end of the video. My wife's not here, so she can read it out to me. So let's open the box. So Puerto Rico. I never had a beans from Puerto Rico, so I'm really excited to try this. All right. So let's see. Oh wow, he sent me one. Okay, he got 1, 2, goodness, 3 bags. Okay. So he sent me, let's see, Puerto Rico, 100% Arabica beans. Let's see here. You got the Baldachi beans from Puerto Rico. Wow. Can't wait to try this one. You know what? Hold on. Put my glasses on here. So this one is, man, everything's all Spanish. Okay. So this one come from, okay, so I give you the different origin, not the origin, but the elevation of the where the bean is grow. Okay. All right, so let's see, we got 1, 2, let's see, so this one. Okay, man, I wish I can read Spanish, you know. But again, I'm just gonna pick one, okay? I'm just gonna pick one. And then you can actually smell it as well. It smells really good. And so this one is a company called Tarzan. This is another specialty coffee from Puerto Rico. Let's see. You know, let's start with this one, okay? I'm going to dial in these beans right here. This specialty coffee. Maybe we can try this one next few days. All right. Okay, so whenever I got a brand new bags of beans, and I like to, we have to dial in beans pretty much from the scratch, okay? So what I like to do is my inner burr setting is still the same, number 5, and the outside, I usually set around number 8 for now. You know, I'm gonna put it at number 7, okay? I like to start with right on the middle. So I don't know what to expect with this bean, so I'm going to start with just like number 5 on the inner burr and outside just number 7. Okay. Let's open it up here. Okay, smells good. This is definitely medium roast. Let me show you guys, hopefully. So beans looks really good. Okay, it's a medium roast, more like medium to dark. Okay. And then what I like to do is I like to put like handful of beans, just flushed out from the beans from yesterday. There you go. So that's my first step. So whenever I'm switching out beans, I just put handful of beans, flush it out from the old bean, so old to new. And then, you know, I mean, as you see in my other videos, I like to use, again, like around 17.5 gram. And I think some people like to use 18 to 19, but personally, I like to use 17.5. So I'm gonna measure out 17.5. Let's clean some space here. But if you don't have a scale, just make sure you get one, okay? It doesn't need to be fancy. Just get scale. Make it a lot easier when you're starting out making coffee. Okay, so I'm gonna just measure out 17.5. There we go. I know it is a little tedious process, but because you want to know how much you're actually putting in the dosing amount. Okay. I'm just going to put it in here. And I'm going to use my dosing funnel, 3D. I'm just going to flush out. It's been warmed up for like half an hour, so machine is all ready to go. I'm just going to warm up my shot glass. And I'm going to also warm up the portafilter at the same time as well. Just make sure nice and clean. Okay. And I'm going to take the beans out, grind the beans. I'm gonna stop. You know what? I mean, actually, not too bad. I mean, you know, I know built-in grinder is not perfect, but pretty fluffy and good enough. Okay, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, I'm just gonna take it out. And again, you saw me yesterday with my different tools. You know, you can use any kind of tools. Okay, and I'm just gonna use my St. Anthony industry tool. Oops, hold on. I'm just gonna redistribute one more time. I'm just gonna temp. It doesn't need to be 30-pound pressure. As long as you're consistent, you should be fine. For comes to ratio, people talk about ratio a lot, okay? Personally, I like to use 1:2 ratio, which means 17.5 gram in. I like to go around 35 gram out. And I know some people like 1:3, sometimes 1:3.5, but personally, I like to use 1:3. I'm sorry, 1:2. Okay, so which means you have to use scale, okay? And let's talk about extraction time. So that's very debatable, okay? A lot of people has different views about extraction time. Personally, I like to use, when I start the button, I like to be around 30 and 35 seconds as my extraction time. But if you talk to Mark from Whole Latte Love, he likes to time it when he see the first drop there. I know James Hoffman likes to see, he likes to see whenever he press the button. So it all depends on you guys. There's no right or wrong. And as long as coffee tastes good, that only matters, okay? Just gonna lock it in. I'm gonna set my scale. Okay, you know what? Let's get you a better view. Here we go. So again, I'm gonna stop at around 35 gram. First, we got a free pre-infusion going on right now. Slowly. The pressure is okay, very good. Coffee looks amazing, guys. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Man, looks really fantastic. So I got about 40 gram there. So you know what, it's not too bad. Oh, by the way, I forgot to time it. So is it anybody look at the time? I mean, seems a little fast to me, but hold on. Yeah, good. Robert, you say about 22 seconds? Yeah. Oh, we got Jose is on the line. So Jose, this coffee looks amazing. So this is your Tazon specialty coffee. So if you hear me, yeah, this is good. And this is perfect shot. But again, it's a little bit fast. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to taste. And then let's talk about that for a second. So again, the shot was perfect, okay? The looks great, but seems a little fast. I'm just gonna mix it well. Okay, cheers. It's good, but it's not quite there yet, okay? Even though it looks perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the same beans and I'm going to change my grinder setting one notch down. And I like to get around 30-second range. So let's try that one more time. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to, my wife just got home, so hopefully she can look at your questions and let me know what's going on here. All right, so I'm going to, I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm going to save this. So what I'm gonna do is, here's our next step. So right now we are grinder setting at number 7. We're gonna go down to number 6 and put another shot. Okay, I'm just gonna change to number 6. But meantime, let's take a look at the puck as well. Okay, puck looks perfect. That's the great thing about using fresh beans. I mean, it's nothing like it, okay? So if you haven't tried fresh beans, definitely try out the local roasters. If you don't have local roasters, I know I've been using Good Brothers coffee. I'm gonna put the link down below as well. Okay, so now what I'm doing is right now, whenever between shots, I like to flush it out. Again, I'm gonna use the same 17.5 gram. Okay, so let's do that one more time. I'm also gonna tear it up. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got my beans ready. I'm just gonna put it over in here, my dosing funnel. So again, we went down to number 7 to number 6. Okay, up. So make sure we got all the beans. I'm just gonna tap my distribution tool. Again, the reason why I like to use distribution tool is makes easier on temping, okay? Because as you can see, everything is all nice and neat and clean. So makes your life a little easier. It's going to make your taste better? No, but make your life a little easier. So we just made a grinder, change the grinder setting there. And hopefully, again, I'm gonna time it this time. I'm looking for around 30 to 35 seconds. I'm just gonna flush one more time. With my cup there. All right, here we go. I got my timer. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to, start the time now. Again, I'm looking for 35 grams. Okay, as you can see, the pressure is around 1 o'clock, okay? I'm looking for 35 seconds. I'm sorry, 35 gram. Okay, there 35 gram, around 30 seconds. Okay, so that's a good shot. So the shot looks overall kind of like my ideal spot there, around 30 seconds. So this at 36 gram. As you can see, the color, very rich, very dark. The crema looks wonderful. I mean, it looks really good. So let's try this. Okay. Okay, someone asked me what's the name of a coffee I'm using. A company called Tazon. Okay. They're a specialty coffee store. Okay, so I'm going to.
How dark are your beans?
So this is medium roast beans. Here we go, cheers. Yes, it's much brighter. I think just about right, okay? It's not bitter or sour, just right. I mean, if you guys like espresso, the key flavor note you are looking for is, the easiest way it is, you don't want to be sour or bitter, okay? So, and then after that, you are going to start looking for like different tasting notes. This one is like sweetness there as well. Some nutty flavor too. Very mild. It's really good, okay? It's not too bad. But on this one, I need to look through the different. I don't see the roasting date on it. Maybe it has, but because the best way to find out your bean is fresh, they usually have a roasting date. So make sure to look for that, okay? Whenever you buy like specialty coffee, make sure to look for the roasting date, not the expire date, roasting date. Because you want to be drink between, 10 days and like a couple weeks. I think that's the best way to do it. I think best time to drink. So anyway, so far I'm really happy with the grinder, the setting, the process. So again, I like to start with the middle, and just make sure to time it. And if your shot is too slow or too fast, and you can adjust from there. I know grinder setting is the very key. By the way, Jose told me that this bean roasted on October 2nd, so they're really fresh. They're pretty much fresh as get. So again, comes to grinder setting, it's something you have to play with. Once you know your kind of like sweet spot, and then you can actually up and down. That's the great thing about it's called step grinder, okay? So Barista Express has 1 through 16. I know Barista Pro has 1 through like 34 or 36, but so 16. So once you have the sweet spot set up, pretty much you are one click away. So that's the one positive about step grinder. But one downside is you only have limitation, not like stepless. Stepless is a little tricky in the beginning because there's no dial, okay? So you have to kind of like feel for it. Like my niche, luckily it has the number setting on the top so you can remember, but those adjustments are infinite. With the step, again, one click up or down, so it's make your life a little easier in that sense. Let's see, what else? If you have any questions, ask me away.
What do you rate that coffee out of 10?
Someone asked me, what do I rate 1 out of 10? You know what? I think I'd like to give about 8 or so. And I can't wait to try. Here's the other beans. 2 other beans. So maybe let's try that tomorrow as well. Because Puerto Rico is not, because I usually drink from like Colombia or Ethiopia, even like Sumatra as well. So this is the first time experiencing Puerto Rico. So we are going to try some different beans tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going to show you guys how to make Americano or long black. And maybe you can do the latte as well. I'm going to show you guys how to froth the milk too. So let's do that. Okay.
Yes. How do you descale the Breville?
Someone asked me about how to descale Breville. Actually, I have a video on that. Go to my channel. Okay, I have a step-by-step guide to descale. With the Breville, the descaling process is different than the older model. Okay. So you have to go through the, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you have to push the couple buttons and get into the cleaning mode. And then you can descale it. So check out that video. And
He has the older model.
if you have an older model, you don't have to worry about it. You just descale it, okay? And so pretty much you are using the descaling solution. I've been using this scaler from Amazon. It's only about $6. I use only about half bottle, and just go through group head and steam one and water faucet as well. So.
And somebody says, did your new machine come in yet?
Someone asked me, my new machine coming yet? Coming in tomorrow, supposedly. Okay. It's coming in tomorrow, so I can't wait to share that with you. Again, that's 58 millimeter. So. I'm going to compare that with Barista Express. It's gonna be a fun video. I'm really anxious to see because this machine I got used, and this brand new machine is worth about $750. Okay, I bet you guys know what that is already. I told you the price, about $750, and this machine also built-in PID as well. So PID costs another $150 to $200, so that's almost $1,000 machine. So I can't wait to compare with our Barista Express. So far, I mean, this machine has been solid. And I know someone asked me the other day, hey, what do you think about the Barista Express Pro? The Pro, so this is $599 on Amazon right now, $599, and the Barista Express Pro is $799, so which means it's about $200 difference. With that $200 difference, you are going to get more grinder setting. And what else? You're gonna get a faster steam, okay? Right now, if I turn the steam on right now, you have to wait about, I don't know, let's see. Let's time it. So we have to wait about, okay, with the Barista Express Pro, about 5 or 6 seconds. We have to wait about 20 to 25 seconds to kick in. But other than that, they're identical machine, okay? They still use the thermal block inside. And everything is all the same. So the faster steam power, and what else? More grinder setting. Is that worth it to you? Go with the Pro, okay? I mean, because $799, that's a little bit high, personally. I mean, I really like the price of Barista Express. Is on sale, I think it's sale going on right now at Amazon for $599, so that's a really good price.
Yeah, there's a question. I've been just using the distributor. I don't use the tamp anymore. Tamp versus leveling. Is that something you've tried?
Someone asked me, do you tamp and level? You know what? You can use.
They don't tamp anymore. They just use the distributor.
I mean, you can just use the distribution tool just fine, because I know a lot of people does that. I know Mark does from the Whole Latte Love. He does only distribution only, because you can set the depth. Same as the razor on your Barista Express, so you don't have to temp. And personally, I like both ways. Personally, I like the process. Okay, it's fun. You know, I like the distribution and I like the temp. It's kind of like ritual, and so that's it. I mean, that's for me. That's more enjoyable, the manual process of it. And I mean, yes, save some step, but that's whole fun of making coffee in the morning. Just have fun with it.
Somebody says they finally got the grinder from eBay, the niche zero grinder in black.
Okay, so Eduardo just got a niche grinder from eBay. I mean, wow, that's great. Yes, the niche is, you're gonna love it, okay? Because I've been using Mazda Mini at work, and I've been comparing with the niche for a while. I mean, niche is fantastic because the niche, I mean, you can do, goodness, you can do espresso go up to French press. So you have a good machine there. So we got some questions.
Somebody says that Eduardo says the La Marzocco Linea Mini I purchased should arrive early next week. He's looking forward to setting up. He'll let you know when they arrive.
So Eduardo, so you got Linea Mini. Wow, that's fantastic. Let me know how it goes, okay? Maybe you can send me some videos as well, because the Linea Mini is like my top of my list for the machine I like to get. But I just recently learned the Slayer. Have you heard about the Slayer espresso machine? Man, that looks so amazing as well. So again, I mean, the thing about the espresso, making espresso at home, the equipment, just like hobby. And once you start getting into it, you start adding stuff, okay? And there's no upper limit. I mean, goodness, you could spend a lot of money. I mean, this machine is great for home use. I mean, if you want a good cup of coffee in the morning, this is fantastic. But if you're getting more into it, you know, you're adding stuff like crazy. I mean, I add niche, I add lapboni. What else? I got this new machine coming in. Again, this has become hobby. I mean, if you guys like hobby as your coffee, this is fantastic. But if you guys like to just make good coffee in the morning, you don't need this, okay? You don't need grinder, you don't need distribution tool. Maybe cheap distribution tool from Amazon for what, 15, 16 bucks. That's all you need, okay? Definitely get the dosing funnel.
Somebody says the grinder, external 6, inner 6 both for your Breville.
Someone asking about again, the grinder setting. So this is the only machine, one of few machine out there has built-in grinder, okay? So the grinder setting is somewhat tricky. So your grinder setting is not the same as mine, because mine happen to be the inside is 5, okay? Inner bar is 5. And right now for this being here, Tazon, 6 as my external grinder. So I got a pretty decent shot, actually really good shot. So it's all so there's something you have to play with. What I'm gonna do is hopefully next week I'm gonna go to a store, okay, just my local supermarket. I'm going to buy just regular beans. Maybe I should get a Starbucks, and then let's dial them together. And so in that case, you know what your machine can do, and then hopefully we can figure something out. Because I mean, that's the way to do it, because you need to try different beans for different grinder setting.
What about the decent?
Someone asking me about the decent espresso machine. Again, those machines out there, they're amazing. I mean, I cannot say negative things about it. I mean, they're wonderful, okay? I mean, if you have the money, just get it. But unfortunately, if you're in the budget, you know, I mean, most people like us. So far, I'm really happy with Barista Express.
What about the Cafe Let Rope?
Okay, so someone asking me about the robot. I think Cafe-Let robot. They're a manual espresso machine, very similar to a Flare espresso. That's something you have to manage your thermal, all the heat. So you need to be everything hot. The machine is go like this. They are fantastic as well. So, I mean, if you have a Barista Express, if you wanna getting into more manual machine sake, my top choice is obviously Lapaboni is great, but they are like, you know, $600 and up. So unless you find a used one like I did, and then Flare costs you around all depending on what model you get. I have the Neo. It's about $110 right now in Amazon. That's a really good price. I think your robot, are you talking about? They're like $300 or $400 range. So that's not a good way to getting into manual, the true manual espresso.
Wait, you've got a lot of questions.
So I got a lot of questions. Let's see. We got.
So do you ever make a pour over? Is the next one?
Someone asked me about the pour over. Yeah, I do. So I have a V60 and I have an AeroPress. So V60 is really fantastic because again, that's very clean taste. I know some of you saw my other video on, I have a pour over the coffee machine at the shop. That does a really good job as well. So yeah, I mean, again, once you're getting into the hobby, coffee as your hobby, man, you can go with the Nanopresso from Wakako. That's also a fun gadget to have. We got AeroPresso. What else? We got Pipa Mocha from Wakako. That's also a fun gadget. Again, you got Flare and pour over. Like V60 has all different variation as well. So they got a lot so you guys can try it out.
How do I know if I have the correct adjustment on my distribution tool for 54 millimeter? Any advice? I use the Mata.
So someone asked me about how do you know you have a right distribution tool? Again, the adjustment for, so this is adjustment for pretty much the same, okay? What I like to do is I'm going to set it at the shallowest point I can get, because whenever you're doing the distribute, you don't want to push down. You just want to just top layer, you want to be nicely distribute. So just go with the shallowest point and then start making adjustment. And then if you don't see the mark, so that's a good place to stop.
If I get 15 grams in my portafilter, how many grams should I yield?
So someone asked me if you have 15 gram on your portafilter. Okay, by the way, 15 gram is somewhat low. I mean, if you want to go low dose, maybe 16. Okay, try 16. Okay, 15 seems a little low to me. So go with 16 or 17. And I like to do 1:2 ratio. So 16, 32 gram out, just do the 1:2. I mean, I think that's good for espresso. If you are doing the latte, obviously, maybe 1:3 is good as well.
He was getting 45, what should I do?
So you are getting 45 gram. Again, that's why you need to use scale to measure out. So whenever you start it, start the shot. And then once you reach 35 gram, just stop. That's why I like to having that scale. So you're gonna know, you are going to consistently what you're getting. You've got some great questions this morning. This is fun. Okay, so
how long will your beans stay fresh?
How long my beans stay fresh? Oh, you know what? I like to open one bag at a time. Okay. So this one, I'm gonna use that, and I got some couple beans from Good Brothers. I usually, maybe some point, I'm gonna talk about the canister as well. So this is a vacuum seal canister from Fellows, and again, the best thing is don't open it unless you are ready to use. Even though this vacuum seal stay fresh for a long time, still, I mean, the airtight is the best way to go.
Which beans do you recommend are the best?
Someone asked me which beans recommend the best. You know what? That is very subjective because everyone has different taste. And my wife likes very darker roast, very robust. And she likes to make lattes so mixed with a lot of milk. For me, I like the very fruity coffee, which means like Ethiopia or Costa Rica, they are very fruity. And just a simple long black or pour over, they are great. So it's all depend on your taste. So, that's something you have to ask yourself, am I like milk-based drink or I like just straight black coffee? So, and you know what? There's a lot of great beans out there. Make sure to try all of them, okay?
Somebody says, can you post the information on the coffee to zone from Puerto Rico and how to order it?
Okay, so someone asked me after how to order this. I mean, Jose, if you are listening to me, let me know, okay? Let me know, send me an email or something so I can put on my description how to order these beans from Puerto Rico, because I don't know how right at the moment, but I know Jose is gonna let me know, so I'm gonna let you guys know as well.
1 to 3 is too much, right?
Someone asked me, is the ratio 1:3 too much? Again, it's all depend on your taste. I used to like 1:3, but I know Nate, he's one of my longtime viewers. He told me that, hey, try 1:2. So ever since then, I like the 1:2. It's really well-balanced flavor. It's really nice.
So this same person says they have the Breville infuser. It seems like I can't get 16. I'll try again.
Someone asked me the Breville infuser but you cannot get 16 gram in. Okay, which means your grinder setting is too coarser. Okay, so make sure check your grinder setting as well, because sometimes your coarser ground, or if you are using really light roasted coffee, because light roast coffee means it has more moisture inside. It tended to be more heavy. So the lighter roast, not the light, but darker roast are lighter. So you can pack more beans in. So it's all depend on the roasting as well.
How important is crema? I'm using La Pavoni with store-bought coffee. I'm not getting crema, but coffee tastes amazing for now.
Okay, so someone asked me about the crema, okay, using La Pavoni.
With store-bought coffee.
Okay, store-bought coffee is not fresh, so the crema is kind of releasing CO2 in the, pretty much just the gas, okay? So store-bought is not as fresh, so you're not gonna see much crema either. So if your taste is good, hey, that's all you're looking for. By the way, the earlier shot you guys saw, beautiful shot, wasn't it? But the taste is really sour. So it's not the look of it. I know if you guys watch YouTube or Instagram, people put the beautiful shots there, but they never talk about the taste. You know what? It's not about the looks, it's about the taste. So just make sure, trust your tongue, okay? You should trust your taste.
Have you checked out the Victoria Arduino Eagle 1 Prima?
Someone asked me of the Victoria. I mean, you know what? I have not. Those machines are out of my price range. So someday, okay, I'm gonna stick with the machine that somewhat affordable. Okay, so that's something you and I can buy someday, because I got that machine. So even my La Pavoni, I bought that one used. I pay less than $500. So my other machines, again, that's all used. So because brand new ones, how to justify, but make sure, be careful though. Be careful buying a used machine, because I got burned a couple of times. So, okay.
Jose says the Baldacci have a web page. Let's check the Tizone.
Okay, someone, so Jose just informed me that Baldacci has the website. So I'm going to taste it, and then I'm going to put the link below, hopefully next couple of days. Okay, so let's try that this film tomorrow morning. I'm going to take a few more questions.
Somebody says Black Rifle or Stumptown.
Someone asked me Black Rifle or Stumptown. You know what? That's a great question, but okay, I tried the Stumptown. I wasn't that impressed with it. Okay, because I got from Target. There's like a month and a half old. It's pretty old, so it wasn't that great. And Black Rifle, they are known for strong, dark roast coffee. I don't like dark roast coffee personally. That's my personal view. So I bet you I'm not gonna like that either, because I like to drink espresso just kind of like the clean and somewhat brightness. Bright means somewhat fruity, has a more acidic. So I like those, and I don't like the bitter coffee. So I'm not. But you know what? I'm going to try Black Rifle someday for you guys.
Somebody says or asked who my Breville was turning off just after 5 to 10 minutes. How to keep it on for longer?
Someone asked me about your Breville turning off after 5 minutes. Okay, my machine stay on for, so this I got from US. Okay, so from here, this North America version. This one usually stay on for 30 minutes, standby mode, and then go down to sleep mode, which means you're gonna see the power button is like a gently blinking light. If your machine shut it off, I wonder you got a European model, because I know my friends from Europe, the Sage model, that actually shuts off automatically. So that's all depend on the country, I think, the different models. So make sure to check into it. And if you cannot get the answer from it, definitely call the Bravo support line. I know they are hard to reach them, but you call them. If you give you a phone number, they're gonna call you back within a couple of hours. So you might want to talk to them as well, if you have a brand new machine. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure if you guys like it, thumbs up for me, and then I'm gonna put the link down below. Let's see, for the gadgets I have, and what else? And tomorrow morning, I'm going to show you guys how to make, you know what, thing is everybody knows how to make Americano, so let's do latte, okay? I'm gonna show you guys how to make latte, and then make sure to follow me on Instagram as well, all right? See you guys next time.